This is about the biggest job tip you can have, and that is, among all the great things as far as interviewing skills and dressing. Welcome to Job Tips, the career development channel. In this video, I'm going to give you some ideas about starting your own small business, making a job if you don't have one. It all comes from the heart right after this. Okay, so you don't have a job, or you're facing layoff and the possibility of not having a job to go to. So what do you do? Now, I'm going to talk to you just straight from the heart, from Greg to you, unscripted, possibly very few edits in this whole thing, because I just want to talk to you as if you were here in my office asking me, what do I do? I can't find a job. I don't have a job to go to, or I'm facing this layoff situation. I don't know what to do. There are a few options that you have. One of which is you can go on unemployment and you can sit on the couch. Don't take this the wrong way. Hear me from my heart, please. And you could miserate over how terrible the company is that dealt you a terrible hand by letting you go. Or maybe you had resigned from a company on the promise of another job, and for some reason that promise didn't come through, and you can't go back to the old company, and now you're sort of in a limbo situation. Many years ago, I developed the concept of, if you don't have a job, make a job, and allow me to explain where that came from and how it served me well. A long, long time ago, in a land far, far away, I worked for automotive retail many years ago, and we had a janitorial company cleaning our black and white checkered VCT or vinyl composite tile floors and waxing and buffing them, and the floors are coming out terribly. And over time, I convinced the owner of the company to allow me to take care of our floors. I was the store manager, and it was a reflection of me. He said, "You got it, no problem." He paid me what he paid them, and now I thought, what am I going to do? I have no clue what I'm getting into. And so I went down to the local janitorial supply store and told the old couple, who has long passed away since then, of my situation. What do I do? And they guided me on what I needed. You need this, 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 this. You need this machine and that machine. And by the way, we'll carry you on some time until it's paid off. How much is he paying you per month? No problem. Just pay us that per month until your stuff's paid off in 7 or 8 months and you're good to go. Sweet. Well, we learned, my wife and I, back in the day, way back 30 years ago, how to take care of VCT tile floors. And the store looked so good, the floors looked so good, customers would come in, and those who owned businesses would stop at the door thinking the floors were wet because they shined so nicely, and they would start tiptoeing across the floor. I would say, no, the floors aren't wet, they're just super shiny. And they would say, well, who does your floors? I say, well, I do. Can you do mine? I have a business downtown. I said, well, time out here. We can't talk about this while I'm on somebody else's payroll, but I can call you tonight. And I did. And we got lots and lots and lots of accounts that way. And it built something inside of me to say, wow, this is something that, if you're not too proud, we'll talk about that in just a moment, that you can do if you don't have a job. I thought, if I lost my job with Goodyear, which was the company back in the day, I could build that business full time. I didn't. Over time, I ended up just kind of closing that down because I was burning the candle at both ends for too long, and my career was going well with Goodyear, and I later changed as well as I went through my college degree programs and moved on to other very, very good careers. But the point is, it developed in me this concept of, if you don't have a job, you can make a job. Another case in point. There is a lady, I don't know the name of her company, but she was profiled on the front of Entrepreneur magazine several years ago, cleaning up in Phoenix or something like that. And you saw a picture of the lady here, and behind her was like a sea of red Sanitaire vacuum cleaners. The story was, this lady had been a divorced mother of 2, didn't have a way to make a living to raise her children, and rather than go on welfare, she started cleaning doctors' offices and other office, small office complexes and whatnot, just to bring money in, and referrals and customers who would sign contracts with her just grew and grew and grew and grew. And she built a business out of it and became super successful. I think that was in Los Angeles. And about 4 or 5 years later, sold her company. She had grown like crazy, had grown into a few dozen employees and a couple hundred accounts, and was almost running 24/7 as far as the business, where she sold the company for well over $1 million, moved to Phoenix, started over in Phoenix, did the exact same thing. So this was a lady, here's the point, who was in a terrible situation and decided, I'm not going to let this be my big issue. I'm not going to let this cause me grief and pain. I'm not going to let this keep me down. I'm going to build a business one way or another. And so she did. And that's how she did it. So here's the point. You can start your own business if you don't have one and build something that is you. Now I'm going to pause for just a moment. I'm going to just cut out a couple things. I just realized I didn't turn the front light on to provide a bit more light. I'm not going to go back and redo this monologue I just did, but bear with me for just a moment. I'm going to turn this light on, come right back, and this is just real and raw. Hold on. Don't go away. I'll be right back. Here we go. Okay, let there be lights, camera, action. Okay, there's the light. And now I'm back. Does that look better? Is it too bright? I don't know. It's okay for now. I'm just going to keep talking about this because this is really, really important. So get the mindset of developing a business in one way or another, whether it's small or whatever size, whatever type of industry. If you don't have a job and you're looking at what do I possibly do, don't miserate on the couch and have this feeling that you need to, just suffer and go through all the unemployment woes that everybody else goes through. You don't have to do that. You can build your business. Don't be too proud. I'm going to say it one more time. Don't be too proud. Did you notice that dramatic pause? That's what they say is supposed to be good for camera. Don't be too proud. Here's why I say this. I have a master's degree. I had a very, very good career with a large company. Airplanes and boardrooms was my career. And they laid off 3,000 people over a 12-month period several years ago. At that time, among all those jobs was the job that I held, and I was in that wave of people that went away. And I just decided, you know what, I don't want to work for somebody else anymore. I had a great career, made great money, all the good stuff. I want to do my own thing. And what do I want to do? Well, we started a small service company, which is where some of the ideas and concepts and things come from in the videos that I have about service businesses. So in this channel, I've got one that is for small business tips in addition to the career tips. And so I put those videos sort of in that channel, in that playlist. Point is, it worked out very well. We now run 3 vans. We're going to be opening a shop next year. I'm still in business that way, in addition to providing career counseling and business advice and job tips, which is what this is about. This is about the biggest job tip you can have. And that is, among all the great things as far as interviewing skills, dressing for success, finding a job, the top 10s, top 5s, top 7s, and those sorts of things that I do, and resume writing and interviewing skills, all those kinds of things that I'm really, really good at. Among all of those tips, and there'll be many, 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 many more, hundreds of videos to come, this tip in this video is probably among the most important and impactful tips that you can have, because it is as much a mindset as anything else that I can give you as far as a tip or advice. If you don't have a job, make a job. It is all up to you. Let me tell you something. We have today, I'm shocked that we even have an unemployment rating at all anymore. This right here, a cell phone, is the most powerful tool that you have. We have at our fingertips today more power, more information, more ability to find information, to learn things for free on YouTube or paid courses or what have you. What is our excuse unless you're disabled, and I respect that, unless you have a true disability situation where you have learning disabilities, those kinds of things. I am not at all one to say that there aren't reasons to have an unemployment situation. I do understand. Please know my heart. I do fully understand. But let's say you're that guy or that gal who was laid off and is on unemployment and is having a difficult time finding a job, and and you're otherwise capable, you're able to work, and you have a cell phone, and you have the internet, or access to it at the local library, what have you. There is so much information at your fingertips. Look at me. I'm doing this on YouTube. Now, I don't make money on YouTube yet. We're not monetized unless you're watching this when I'm well past 1,000 subscribers. But for now, when I'm making this video, we're not there yet. And whether we get there or not entirely sure. I have a business. I'm okay. We do actually quite well. But you know what? The channel may take off and go crazy one day. And I'm making lots and lots of money on YouTube as well. Point is, you can do this on YouTube. At some point, I may do a how to be successful on YouTube when I get there. But the point of this is to help people more than anything else. So you've got YouTube at your disposal. You've got if you know how to dig ditches, let me just say this, if you can dig a hole and put a post in it, and if you know how to run a level line and screws into wood, you can put up fences. You can make do you follow my point here? How to do this. Go on to YouTube. How to build fences. Oh, there it is. It tells me how to do that. How to build little things, the DIY channel types of things. How to build laundry baskets. Whatever. Build them. You have Facebook Marketplace, where you list things for free for sale. Where you, for free, list things for sale. Hope that makes more sense. So many ways of making it happen for yourself. Whether or not you are fully employed, or you're finding yourself in a bad situation, you can still make money. So that's all I wanted to say for now. I just wanted to encourage you. Don't get yourself in the mental mullygrubs if you find yourself out of work and in a difficult situation, because it's all up here for you. You know, if you don't have a job, you can make a job. I hope this tip helps you. I so much want it to. It's straight from the heart, completely unscripted, not dressed up in my shirt and tie or my dress shirts and sport coats, all that stuff. Just me and my flannel shirt talking to you. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoy the channel. If you do, please enjoy it. And let me know what you thought down below. Give me some ideas of some videos you'd like to see. And you know what? If you have started a small business out of a situation where you experienced a layoff or a firing and it was successful for you, or if it wasn't successful but you tried again, leave the comments down below about that. Tell me all about it. Okay? So like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. I'd be so honored. In the meantime, I help you have or develop or make the kind of job that you want to have.